All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome to episode 13 of our Tassi Farms Dairy Empire series. I am the Ultra Farmer, and we are back here. And I'm just actually heading over. I was kind of getting everything set up to go spread slurry on this field, and like the whole time that this tank, like we haven't been doing anything with this tank, and the whole time it's been sitting there, I kept thinking, oh, I've got to get some sort of attachment to spread slurry from it. Like usually in the, oh look, I'm right on the slurry tankers. Like usually when I get these, like this just says 18, 18 cubes or 18 it's like 1,000 liters it'll hold. This one has a spreader on it. Like this one doesn't. And I just when I looked at this one quick, I'm like, oh, that doesn't have a spreader on it, but it actually does. It has one that I can spread. So I was out just kind of testing it on this field, and I got some of this field. It's kind of hard to tell. You can see how I did like the headland a bit there, blah blah blah. Yeah, I got about I got over I'd say over half of this field done. I'm just gonna kind of stay zoomed out like this so you can see the difference in everything there. But let's connect to this line. Um, yeah, I was just spreading slurry out, getting this field fertilized. And yeah, I couldn't believe this thing already had a spreader on it, which is like pretty awesome actually. Yeah, I thought I was gonna have to get one. I did not know this tank could spread all on its own, so that's good. Missed a little spot right there that we'll run over, and it does 15 meters. I mean, some of the other ones do a little bit more, but I mean, I think it's gonna work just fine for us. All right, caught that little spot. And the slurry seems to go quite far. I knew I wouldn't be able to get this, or I didn't expect I'd be able to get this field done kind of in one shot. So, but it got pretty far. It doesn't like usually. I don't know if it's different in this game mode, but like in other modes or in other games, when I would spread slurry, like I would go through the slurry quick, like really quick. Like it would barely do any of the field, and that's kind of what I expected a little bit. But this seems to be going a bit further, which is nice. And we still have a bunch of baling to do. So if you're with me from last episode, basically what we did is we got all our fields cut, tedded, windrowed, and I pulled a bunch of hay off with the forage wagon. I filled the hay loft up. I filled the animal pen, or the cow barn rather. I filled the trailer right full, and then I parked it in there. And then what's left is our big field. We still have to, there's still like 90% of that big field that's got windrowed hay on it, and so I've got to bale it. And I started baling, and we still have to go finish that. But I just as I hopped on, I was like, you know what, I'm going to go through it. I'm just going to test and see what kind of spreader that I need for this thing. And to be honest, I bought a couple, and oh, there we go. Good to do this right there. Yeah, I bought a couple, and I was like trying to connect them, and I'm like, what's going on? And then I was like looking at this tank more, and I'm like, does this already have one on it? And blah blah blah. That's my good story. It already did. So that's kind of awesome. That's actually pretty awesome. Let me just check on this field. Looks like I missed a little spot down in that corner. I'm gonna go get it. Might as well. Um, can I see it? Am I gonna be able to see it? Is that it right there? I'm just gonna turn this on and just go like that, and hopefully I caught it. I couldn't really see it. I don't know if you guys can see. Well, it seems like I got it. So, okay. Well, I'm gonna pull this over and fill it up again. So we used basically 1.5 tanks there to get that field done, which tells me that other field will probably need like 3 full tanks to do that, which this thing will hold 8,000 liters. 80, is that what it holds? Let's double check here. 8,200? 8,200, there we go. Yeah, so 324,600. That'd probably be what we need to do this other field. But our hayloft is completely full. And then for contracts, we're still in the month of May. I want to get the bales pulled off this field, and then we're obviously going to spread some slurry on it. I loaded up a few more pallets in our trailer. I might just park this guy. Will it fit inside here? No. That's okay. I'll leave that right there for now. But yeah, the baler is over here and we're good to go. Let's just check real quick on the baling contract, or the contracts rather. So there's a couple hoeing contracts, rock removal, weeding ones. Yeah, nothing really else that we can do on this other than the baling contract that we have. But I got to get this field cleared off first, and then I don't know exactly when I'll go do that other baling contract. I guess probably right after this. There's not really going to be anything else that I can do that I can think of in between then, because the animals are fed and everything and all that stuff. You know, we'll get the bales. We'll get this field baled. It won't really take that long to get the bales pulled off this field with our trailer, and yeah, yeah, then I'll head over and I'll get that baling contract done, is what I think, and we'll go from there. But I think what I'll probably do is I'll just time lapse the rest of me baling this field, and then I'll bring you guys back once that's done, and we'll hook onto our trailer and we'll start pulling some of the bales off this bad boy. Okay, we are back. We got that field baled. I'm just hooking onto our trailer here. I pressure washed this tractor and the baler right before I put it away there. But that's basically all I did. I just parked it, and now I'm gonna go grab all these bales. However, I think that like that one bale that we started with is a different size. So I got to do a couple things here. I don't know if I have to set that. Okay, I don't have to do anything there. I thought maybe I might have to set this thing to a different size, but there's that. Oh yeah, picking up these bales is awesome. You know, I was thinking about it when I was baling and doing all the like, or just doing it. That I don't even know if I want to do silage bales anymore. Like, I guess we could, but it's just so much nicer when we can just bail and just pick them up like this, and then we don't have to go through and wrap. It's just so much better, I think. So maybe we'll just do bales. We'll see. We'll see. If I get really bored in the future, maybe we'll wrap them again. But it was pretty nice not having to wrap these bales. Or if we get lucky and there's only one baler, I think in there that I would like to get, other than the one that we have. Like, and this is like super not a priority. Like, I don't even really want to get another baler. Like, that's not really anything. But if I was to get any other baler, it would be the Vicon Fast Bale. Because that thing will bale and wrap at the same time. And you just continuously, it doesn't stop at all. You can just continuously go along with it, which is pretty awesome. So maybe, I don't know, maybe in the future. Okay, let's get those all stored away. Nice. So we got bales stored away. Those bales, 9,000 a pop. You know what? I didn't even check. Oh, we'll have to check the next time. Well, what was... I didn't even see... I wasn't even paying attention how many bales we had in here. Was it 14? Nah, doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. We got a bunch of different bales. Okay, so I want to get these bales off, and then I'm probably going to set, or maybe we'll do it. We got to put some slurry on this field, but it's going to be a little bit of messing around because we got to go back and forth. See, I don't think I'm going to be able to pick up this bale. Yeah. One size at a time. That makes sense. That's fine. But yeah, I still got to go do that other baling contract, which I almost kind of just forgot about. I already parked that baler away, but that's not that big a deal. We can just go pull it out at any second. I think maybe we'll get the slurry and stuff done on that field, and then we'll go bale. So I'm going to drop these off. Spin around our tree here. I'll just leave this trailer on for now. I'll just use this trailer to go get this last bale. And then we'll get some slurry spread across this, and off we go. Whoa. It's weird that it didn't pick it up, though. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's go drop this bale off. We'll park this trailer. And maybe what I'll do real quick here. Yeah, I'll get that guy set up there. I think I'll probably just end up doing the slurry on this field. And then we can go bale a little bit later. So let's go drop this bale off. And then I'll park this trailer. I'll park this trailer and we will go start spreading some slurry. Should be able to just spin around here. Okay. Okay, perfect. Let's hop back over. We'll run back over to that other tractor and let's start spreading some slurry. Okay, I'm just getting kind of all straightened up here. Let's get spreading on this field. So yeah, this tanker will hold 8,200 liters. I'm thinking it'll probably take about 3 tanks. I think about 3 full tanks, and we should be able to get the slurry spread across this whole field. And one thing I gotta do is fix that weird little dead spot that we have there. Every time I think about it, every time when I cut this grass, and then I'll have to fix it. I'll have to fix it when we cultivate our next, yeah, once the growth cycles. I'm pretty sure we get 3 growth cycles off a grass field before we gotta replant it, before it just won't grow anymore. So I gotta remember to fix that little spot, that weird little spot. But yeah, I think about three tanks is what we're gonna need to do this. Okay, let's see if I can. You know what I wish? I was thinking about this. I wish the game had like a notebook or a journal setting. Like when we go into our, where you can go in and see everything. You can see your finances. You can see all that stuff. I wish there was like a little bit of a notebook or something that you could put notes in with like your farm, so we could remember like how many bales do we get off this field, and how much does it take to feed 100 head of cattle, or just stuff like that. I wish there was like some sort of notes that you could take or when you finished doing a task, you could like the game would you could like click a button that would be like save task or something like that. Like for example, I don't know. Yeah, maybe when you finish baling, it would be like, oh, you had 50 bales after done baling field 13 or whatever it was. It'd kind of be nice if they had some sort of a setting like that so we could keep track and not always have to remember how many pallets of milk did we get in one full year, you know? That would be a good thing. Too bad there's not like a mod or anything like that. Some sort of like farm journal or farm spreadsheet, if you will. Okay, there we go. So maybe we might need more than three. One full headland, but that's actually like the headlands are a large percentage of the field. It doesn't seem like it, but it really is. Okay, so we finished that. I think while we're here, no, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I was gonna go fill, but I want to actually know exactly. We'll just fill every time it's empty. That way, even if we gotta come and, because I should be able to, if I zoom right out, yeah, I should be able to see like where we leave off. But yeah, the headlands are a large percentage of your field. Even like a bale, I remember watching a video of a guy that was baling, and like the most standard bales I think in real life. And I'm talking out of school a little bit here, but I think most standard bales are 4x5. And this guy had a baler that would do 5x5, and it was something. Right, okay, there, right in between those posts. Let's go fill up. It was something like, since his bale was like a foot bigger in diameter, it held like 80% more than a 4x5 bale. Like it's I probably have those numbers wrong a little bit. Like don't hold me exactly to that, but it was it was like a number where I was like, it's really that much more? Like I couldn't really believe it. But then when you think about the circumference of something, and if it is a foot bigger in diameter, how much more travel, like there would be a lot more built into that. So the headland, I always think about that when I'm doing headlands on a field where I know the field's not like a round bale, but if you think like the outside diameter of your field, that outside ring is a lot of surface area of the field. Okay. Okay, I know we're hooked onto this one. Oh, somewhere like in between here. Or is it in between these ones? Oh yeah, I should see where my tracks turn off. Yeah, looks like right about there. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. I'm super I'm super happy this thing already had a spreader on it. I had no idea. I thought it was just a tank to. Okay, I'm gonna go like this. Like that. And then I'll spin around. I thought this was just like a transport tank, but it actually spreads it. It's unreal. Okay, so two. This is our second tank. Yeah, I'm thinking about three. As long as I can. I gotta do that. I'm gonna have to back up here. This is kind of a weird. Oh, maybe we'll just go like this. Because I think I missed a little spot there. There we go. Okay. And we're off. Off like a herd of turtles. Yeah, because the first tank did that first headland and portion of the second, so we should be able to do this headland pretty easily. get at least probably like one of the vertical passes down, and then I'm thinking finish everything else on the third tank, which isn't too bad. But what I'm kind of glad I waited on was a getting a production facility for the slurry, because I feel like we have 45,000 liters of slurry left in that cow barn. I know, but then I guess we probably sat at max capacity for a while. Hmm. Maybe what we should do, maybe what I should do first before we put down some sort of a production facility is I just get something that would like store the slurry. Like some sort of a slurry like tank or pit or something like that. Is there, I know there's manure like heaps or manure pits. Pretty sure this is the one I have to follow. I know we already did a chunk over there, but I'm pretty sure this is the headland I have to follow. Yeah, maybe I should do that. I should check and see what there is for some sort of like a manure store, or no, not manure, a slurry storage. Maybe that's what we'll do after this. We'll go take a look and just see what everything's gonna cost. Because I don't know, something like that's probably like 60 grand or something, and we don't really have the change to kind of just waste on that. But that might be the better kind of option, is to just store the slurry and see exactly how much we get a year. Again, it'd be nice if we had a notebook and we could really figure it out. Okay, so that, we got 18% left in here, so hopefully we can finish at least another pass and a little bit. Yeah, 3 tanks I'm thinking is going to be the number here. Yeah, I might have to get something just to store the slurry, because we'll basically be at a point where we're not going to have to do a double application. Like all these fields, even once they're harvested, this still sits. Is it 50% fertilized? Let me just check something real quick here. Yeah, this field, this unfertilized is 50%. Okay. Oh, we're out. Okay. Between those, yeah, okay. I was just kind of looking to see which posts I was in between, but I should be able to see my tire tracks. Alright, let's fill up here. This is good though. Free fertilizer. That's awesome. I really want to get, or I just really wanted the farm to be as like regenerative as possible, you know? We grow our own hay, we cut the hay, we feed the animals the hay. The animals give us fertilizer to spread on the fields. That's what I really wanted. Less chemicals, okay. So this is our... Should be right in here somewhere, no? Right there, okay. Right there, perfectly. Yep. She's going pretty not too bad here. Pretty not too bad. Okay, what I think I'm going to do is I'll just finish off this field real quick. And I'll bring you guys back in a sec. I'll obviously keep track if we use any more than 3 tanks, but I'm thinking it's going to be pretty close. because we only used 12% on that pass, so I think three tanks will be just fine. But I'll just finish off this field real quick. We'll park this thing away, and then we'll take a look at some sort of storage units for some of the slurry. And then what we'll probably end up doing is go bale that field to get that contract finished. And then hopefully we can just, I think all our chores are done around the farm at that point where we can get into June. And, then we'll check contracts. We'll start all our chores all over again. And, yeah, we'll go to town. So I'll bring you guys back in just one sec once this field is complete, and we'll go do some baling. All right. So we finished, and we are 3 full tanks. We've got 3% left in this tank. It was basically 3 full tanks perfectly, which is awesome. So I'm going to just pull around here, and I'm going to fill this tank up. I'm going to fill you up. McGruber, you guys know what, if you, oh my god, McGruber. I'm gonna fill you up, Dad. Oh, I think McGruber, either you watch that movie and you're like, it's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life, or you're, I guess, immature like me and it just makes you cry laugh. Like, oh my god, that movie. The first time I seen that movie, I just like, I think I almost had a heart attack. I was laughing so hard. That guy is so funny. Okay, real quick while we're sitting here, let's go into, actually, I want to do two things. I'm going to fill this thing up with fuel, and we got to go repair it, because this thing was shutting down on me. I kind of like that there's that mod where the tractor starts to run just a little rough when you haven't done some sort of maintenance or something on it. So I'm just going to head over to the workshop here. I think eventually I'm going to take out this kind of barn unit to our side there, since I don't really use it, and maybe kind of put in something a little more. I'm just gonna hop over here. Just like a little more easy to use. There's nothing really. Could put wheel weights in this thing. Yeah. I kind of like open sheds where I can like we have this one section here that you can pull through. I could have an implement pulled through here, but the rest of it to this other side is kind of like wasted space. So I kind of think in the future I'm going to swap that out. I have an idea of which one I want to put down, but that might be kind of more of our winter slash fall kind of maintenance episode stuff. But what I want to check is, I'm going to shut this one down. Shut this tractors down. Okay, let's go into silos. I think it would be silos. What's this? Yeah, 65 grand. That'll hold 500,000. Like, we really don't need that. This is all for silos. So here's this hayloft. Now this one, it's a mod, but it'll hold 500,000 liters. I think eventually what we'll probably end up doing is using this. I think. I don't know. I'll wait till we're really past the point where we need it, but yeah, I think that's kind of. What are these? A hay shed. Nice. Look at these old hay sheds. It's funny. Is there anything else down here for 65, 65? Those are all 60 grand. 60. 32,000. You know, honestly, at that point though, like, even though, where are these production facilities? Like, I can put this down for 55, and it's like a little intense, but I could put this over here. This was kind of my idea for this like spot over here, like something, you know, like that, or I don't know, something like that. Maybe clear out some trees so that we can actually put it down. Let's say I could put it like right there, because that's 55,000, and I bet you this thing will hold like 100,000 liters of the slurry, right? I bet you. Okay, let's. You know what? I'm just gonna park this guy. I'll park this John Deere. Let's go run that Doots Far tractor. Let's go put some miles on that thing. This thing's just sitting here running. Shut him down. Yeah, let's go bale with this guy. Yeah, I think I want to put some sort of a different shed unit here. I haven't really decided what I'm going to do with those other implements that are parked kind of over in the grass there, but... okay, let's back in here. Okay, and we are going to field 19, which I'm pretty sure I know where that is. I'm pretty sure I know where that is. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll drive up to that field and I'll meet you guys up there in one sec. Just pulling in here. Let's fire this baler up and let's get going. Now this should bale relatively quickly because I think I got this set on 180 centimeter bales still, which I think I can do. Let's just check real quick though before I get baling. Well, it's already telling me 1%'s done, but I just want to look real quick and make sure there's nothing. Press round bales on specific field. Yeah, it's not telling me they have to be any specific size. So I think I'll just leave it on 180, which should make this go faster. It really should. Because it'll be less time stopping, I think. I mean, but yeah. So let's go ahead. Let's get this field baled out, and yeah, we'll collect some cash. Actually, before we do. Okay, so look, straw bales, interestingly, straw bales put more into it because the hay bales was getting 9,000 liters, but we're now touching that 11,000 liter mark for straw bales. Huh, interesting. I kind of thought it'd be all the same, but I guess it also makes sense that it'd be different. Hoeing contracts, stone picking, weeding. Yeah, there's no real other contracts that we can work on. Oh, turn on the automatic drop. It's weird that that doesn't stay on. I don't know why it doesn't stay on. That's very, very weird to me. But okay, well let's keep going here. I'm gonna set the cruise control, and we're just gonna rock out, and we'll get this this field baled, and yeah, collect the money for this contract. Right, we got that contract done. I'm just getting everything kind of cleaned up here. It's pretty much good to go. But I'm gonna park this bad boy away. I refilled the baling net, which we gotta get more net eventually. I got no more sitting in storage or anything here, so something I'll have to remember in the future. See if I can snake this in there. Not too bad. Okay. Bring that out. But, okay, I collected the cash for that, so we're another 11, almost 12 grand richer. I'm just gonna pull over and see if we had any other... Oh, we do have a pallet out here. Okay, let's go check. 1,000 now. I just want to check into our... Hide what we can't sell. Cheese, yeah. I think we're gonna keep going with the cheese. That seems to be what it's making more money. I don't know for sure, but yeah, I think we'll keep going with the cheese for now. We got 454,000 liters of hay. That's between bales and what we have in the hay loft, which is pretty good. And so, like I said, I think our next cut we'll just do completely. Oh, I didn't even wash that weight. That weight's a little dirty. I think our next cut will just go straight silage. Yeah, I think we'll go straight silage, and because we should have more than enough hay to feed these animals for a year. If it's about 30,000 liters per month, 300, you know, that's 360,000. We should be good for the next year and a bit for sure. We'll see though. I'll just kind of keep playing it by ear a bit. I think next episode, what we'll do is maybe do some work around the farm, a little bit more organizing and getting stuff planned out. I'm kind of thinking about maybe moving this shed or getting something new here, or maybe just potentially reorganizing everything and put some stuff in there that we don't use all the time. So I don't know. We'll kind of see how all that goes, but I'll figure it out next episode. I think we'll just end this one here. It's gonna be kind of a good time, and then that way next episode we can get into June, and we'll start our chores all over again, do some work around the farm, maybe do some contracts, and yeah, keep going. It's May. We're gonna be pulling stuff up in October to sell, so we'll have a good chunk of coin coming in then, and yeah, we'll just keep plugging away. So thanks again for watching this episode. If you haven't done so already, always that sub button is super important. If you could hit that for me, that would be great. Yeah, thanks again for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Bye bye.